Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and I'm in my motorhome right now, and I'm spending a couple weeks in Los Angeles, and I'll be doing several videos around town. And for this first video, I'm going to show you where I'm going to be going before I take off. I've got it lined out on Google Maps, so let me show you that. This is the Hollywood area here. So I'm going to go up this road to a place called the Garden of Oz, which has some very interesting artwork, and then follow all these winding roads up to this point where there is some communication towers, and right beside there, let me zoom in, is the Hollywood sign. So I'm going to take a video at the closest place that you can drive to get to the sign, and then come on down, back down this whole area. It's called the Hollywood Hills. Just some very winding roads, and up here to Bronson Canyon, and I want to show you these Bronson caves. And then I'm going to come this way, down here, and then up to the Griffith Observatory and show you around there, and then back down this way to get back down into the Hollywood area. So I'm going to show you these four features between Hollywood and Griffith Park. Really large city park that has a lot of other features to it, some of which I'll do in other videos, but now I'm just going to show you these four things along this route that I showed you. So I'm going to get ready to go, and then we'll see how this adventure turns out today. Now, in one of the homes in this residential area going up to the Hollywood sign is this really unusual home where it says here it is the Garden of Oz, and it is a collection of ceramics and other things cemented into the wall here. There is a camera, whoever that is. It's just a wall right along the street here. He's got some more little toys there. In fact, it is called the Wall of Toys. And this is the Oz Freeway. And like it says here, this is a private garden on private property. Enter by invitation only. These are some stairs. Well, not really. They're planters. That just go up to nowhere. And you can barely see this. The Wall of Toys was lovingly designed by Arthur Sellers. Here's some more ceramics and planters. And he's got a yellow, strange looking fence. And there is his gate to his property. Okay. The gate is locked. And this is sort of a mailbox. That's in that heart that is full of marbles. So I can't go in and get a closer look. In fact, over here it says, "See Oz with your heart, not with your camera." Oops, too late. I already saw it with my camera. And that is, I don't know what that is. It's just art. So if the guy let me in, I don't think he would do a video for sure. He certainly is good in decorating his front yard. I bet you've never seen one like this. Very different. I don't know who that's supposed to be. Hope the guy doesn't come down and catch me. He's got a Tin Man over there. I guess that is. There's his house. Wonder if he's home. Well, this was worth stopping by to see. It's on the way to the Hollywood sign. Here's another message. Looks like there's more back there. I'd love to go in and video the whole thing, but I guess I'm lucky to get what I got. Welcome to Munchkin Lane in the World of Oz, I guess. How you like this? Now this is right out at the street. It says a throne of your own. So you can actually sit there and take a rest. Well, taking off on my motorbike again. Well folks, this is the closest they will let you get to the Hollywood sign. There is a parking lot right beside those towers there, but they've got it blocked off so you can't drive any further up. And all of these homes here, these are just regular residences all along the road going up here. This guy at 3387 has a really nice patio. Wow. I bet he's popular with the neighbors here. The street does go up to this point, but they have locked gates there and there. But you have to park about a block down the road here. You can't drive to this point unless you come real early in the morning or I guess late at night. However, you can walk up further. They do have this open where you can walk up much higher. It's a really steep walk, but you can do it. This is the big viewing area here in this dirt lot. I'm really huffing and puffing now, so I am not going to climb up any further. I know, however, you cannot go up and touch the sign. I'm not sure how close you can get to it, but they have a fence along it so you can't actually go up and touch it, and that's to prevent people from putting graffiti on it. And you used to be able to a long time ago, but the sign got damaged from time to time. They have to go up and repair it. So now they don't let you go up close enough where you can actually touch it. But it certainly is a good selfie spot here. Now here they're trying to get the perfect picture set up for these two girls. Looks like they put a lot of effort into that. Nice. There you go, girls. Put it on the show. Now this is the view looking out the other direction, where you can see the skyline sort of through the fog. The smog, actually. There's no fog, it's all smog. where you can just barely make out the building. That's how bad the air is here in Los Angeles. It looks like it's just covered with fog, but it's just air pollution. If I zoom in, buildings are just barely recognizable. Can't even see any of the windows in it. Now this is as close as you can park, which is about a quarter of a mile down from that main viewing platform I just showed you. And the parking restriction here applies only on Saturdays, Sundays, and holidays. So definitely best to come here during the week. So now I'm at the parking lot for Camp Hollywood Land. I do not know what that is, but right across the street is the trail that goes to Bronson Caves, which is what I want to show you. There is a dirt road that goes up here to the Bronson Caves, which is a really big parking lot, and that's because this area is used by movie companies to do filming a lot. And there is the opening to the main cave. It's a short cave. And I heard that this was the cave they used to make the Batman TV show, where the Batmobile would drive into the cave to his residence. There's two caves here. Actually, it's one opening on that side and three openings on this side. The other one is over here. And right over here, they have a labyrinth. I've seen several labyrinths. There's the entrance. You go around and around to the middle. I never really understood much the point to it, but the people who built it, they must have had a point to it. Got a lot of rocks stacked up. Let me show you all around here on the other side of the cave. And other than the labyrinth, the only other thing that's here is a trash can. So now I'm going to go back in the cave into that second entrance there. And by the way, from here you have a really good wide view of the Hollywood sign. And I'm going to have to duck my head to get into here. Yeah, it is not tall at all until you get to about right here.
This she had the first one. Joanne, she was married to Paul. You're staying.
There's the other two entrances, and there's the front. And by the way, this third entrance is really short. You would have to crawl to get through there. Now when you go to the observatory, the best place to park is at this parking lot that is on Victory, which is the road to the observatory. And then you take a city bus, like this one here, and it only costs 50 cents to take the less than 1 mile road to the observatory. And as you can see from the sign here, that once you get there, you may find the parking lot is full. And even if you can find a parking spot up here, it's going to cost you $10 per hour. How do you like that? I think that is the highest parking rate I've ever seen anywhere. So here's the view from the right side of the observatory. Nice wide view. You can see downtown there, sorta. And you can see the Hollywood sign. Here's the famous bust sculpture of James Dean. And they have this here. So now I'm going to show you what's inside the building. They've got various displays here about astronomical things of interest. And this shows examples of what various elements look like. However, for hydrogen, not much to see. Wow, here's an amazing close-up picture of the sun. I didn't know it looked like that. Each one of these granules, they call them, are 600 miles wide. So if you're into astronomy, you'll have a good time here. This shows what stars look like. Not very pointy. Looks more like a planet to me.
I think so, 145.
Here's a model of the building with the observatory round room there, and an auditorium here where they show films. Back outside now on the back side of the building. So here's a view to the left of downtown. Zoom into the downtown area. There's some people hanging around there. I don't know why. You get a better view up here, I'm sure. I wonder who lives there. Some movie star? Good selfie spot. You do have some binoculars here. If you didn't bring your own. There's people lined up for one of the shows they're going to do. By the way, there is no admission fee to the planetarium. And they do have a cafe here. So that's where I'm going to have lunch. They've got a salad bar, sandwiches, and various food items here. So it's a good place to eat. This is interesting. This says that on Mars I would weigh about 100 pounds, which I like. But on Neptune I would weigh 300 pounds, which I don't like. We've got one of those for each one of the planets. And my least favorite one is Jupiter, where I would weigh, whoa, stop, 650 pounds. We've got a huge 3D globe here. Showing the floor of the oceans. And here you can compare the size of Earth with other planets. That's Jupiter, way, gotta zoom way out, and Saturn compared to Earth, which is that little thing. Well, folks, I think this is a very nice planetarium. Shows the skies there with all the stars and gives you the sizes, your weight, and all sorts of other information on all the planets. So it's worth the trip, I think. Good day, folks.